Hey, what's going on? You know who it is, you know what it is. All right, man. Let me voice my opinion on the Colin Kaepernick situation. Um I cannot express how proud I am of Colin Kaepernick for one taking a stand and telling the truth and not pretending that there isn't a problem with race relations in the United States where you get a lot of these clowns in the media that want to try to play that role like, oh, there's no more racism and it doesn't exist. You guys have to realize what Colin Kaepernick just did. He put his career in jeopardy. He may never be signed by another team ever again. I guess you guys don't remember what happened with Chris Jackson, uh Mahmoud Abdul, who that's what he changed his name to, who used to play for the Sacramento Kings, and I think he was drafted by the Denver Nuggets. He refused to stand up for the national anthem. And you see what happened to his career when his contract was up. Now, like I said, you guys have to realize what Colin Kaepernick did. He put his career at risk. You know, this is bigger than what you think. You guys all remember what happened to Craig Hodges, who got ostracized out the NBA for wearing a damn dashiki. You know, so by Cap doing what he did, man, that was brave, man, and I respect him for that. You know, I really wish more, athletes in general would speak out on certain situations and stop pretending that there isn't a problem with race. The longer we pretend pretend that there's not a problem with race in this country, we gonna keep having these problems. The first thing that we need to do is try to address it and see how we can solve these problems. This shit with the cops, it's gonna keep getting worse. And to the media and to the police, until our own United States government realize and stop being in denial. Well, they're not in denial, they're lying. I'm not even going give them the decency of saying that they're in denial, because denial is like they kind of don't know. No, they're lying. You know, they're just flat out lying. And as long as we continue to lie, we gonna keep having these problems until shit boil over, and then more blood starts getting spilled, and it's gonna start being at the hands of the cops, because eventually they blood gonna start spilling more and more if we keep having these incidents. And I'm glad Colin Kaepernick realizes and acknowledges the racism that has continued and will continue to go on in this country. And I don't want no motherfucker coming on here saying, well, if you don't like this country, get the hell out. I ain't going no motherfucker where. You guys brought us here, so we staying here. Just because we don't like the conditions don't mean we don't, we can't complain about them. We have every right to speak against the good things about this country as well as the bad things. But the problem is nobody wants to talk about the bad things. You know, they want to act like they can just tuck these problems like under the bed or something, like like how you tuck money under the bed and shit, or tuck you know your tooth, a loose tooth or shit that come out under your pillow and hope that the tooth fairy show up and leave you some money. It doesn't work like that. You know what I'm saying? Does not work like that. That's the whole problem with this country. We pretend too much. They sell more dreams than actually make dreams a reality. And that's the problem. They've been selling you this dream for the last 400 years that this is, or 300 plus, that this is a free country, and it really ain't. How I mean, when you guys gonna recognize that the Constitution, they didn't have us in mind? You know, the amendments, none of that shit. They wasn't talking about black people. That shit was written for white people. They wasn't even talking about us. And that's what people need to realize. Now, like I say, Colin, he gonna catch a lot of flack in behind this. Not only just from white people, but just from coons, you know, and these cowards. And Cam Newton should take a look in the mirror. Whoever his PR people was that told him to say that ridiculous shit he said, you know, in GQ magazine, he should be like, wow. And I don't want to go this route. I hate to go this route, but I do have to put that out there. Why is it that you get more of the light skinned mulatto brothers speaking up on these issues versus the dark skinned brothers? I mean, you had Michael Eric Dyson, who sometimes I've had issues with because sometimes Michael Eric Dyson, sometimes he plays defense, sometimes he's back and forth, but he did eat the Stephen A. Smith, so anybody that eats Stephen A. Smith, they gets points with me. But you notice you like 2 months removed from Jesse Williams' historic speech. And keep in mind, Jesse Williams is, you know, has a white mother. Then you have Colin Kaepernick, you know, speaking out. Now, I'm not talking about the brothers on YouTube, but I'm talking about the brothers that's like, you know, in the media, in sports, with the exception of Carmelo Anthony. But Colin Kaepernick, he's always been what you call a cool dude. From what people say that met him, they say he's a cool dude. He acknowledges that he's black. He's not hollering that bullshit that other people like Bow Wow hollering, "Oh, I'm mixed" and all that old stupid shit. I mean, I hope these dudes that's listening, the ones all of a sudden that just decided, "Oh, well, I'm mixed now." You know, look at Colin Kaepernick. He the one that could be hollering that I'm mixed shit. Jesse Williams could be hollering I'm mixed. No, but they're acknowledging themselves as black men. You know, and I got to keep it 100. And they're conducting themselves like men by speaking the truth. While you got dudes like Young Thug posing on album covers and addresses shit, being part of the problem, you know, he part of the main problem that goes on with how black men are perceived. He want to play into that role of feminizing black men. And anybody that listen to his music and support him, I don't know what to tell y'all. Because like I said, a lot of times we got to stop being scared to speak up on shit. I catch a lot of flack on YouTube. Me and LBZ Ticket, you know, dream chasing other people, for the shit that we say. But at the same time, access, do we give a fuck? People don't dislike us and hate us and threaten us because they think we're wrong. It's because they know we telling the truth. That's the problem. They not used to guys like us telling the truth because they figure if we, if our channels get bigger, we might can start reaching more people. And then the more people we reach, we expand. Because like I told you, I love sports, I love boxing, but at the same time, man, I'm here to save my people. I'm here to save my people from going extinct. And I'm not gonna let no white motherfuckers or any coons or any other motherfuckers that's not black stand in my way. I told y'all, I'm gonna keep preaching my message. Y'all ain't gonna be able to shut me down, even though y'all been trying. And like I said, to the people that come on my channel talking shit, you white motherfuckers, you coons, you non-blacks that don't like blacks, I'm not afraid of none of you motherfuckers. So like I said, keep making your videos dissing me. But like I said, man, guys like Cam Newton and all these, Cam Newton, Charles Barkley, Michael Jordan, even though Michael Jordan for some reason then started opening up his checkbook and donating to black causes, you know what I'm saying? I'll still put Michael Jordan in that category. You know why? Because he waited 30 years to start doing something and to say something. All these guys, the Karl Malones, you know, Richard Shermans, these dudes that's like selling bullshit to us and to the public because all they care about is getting a check. Fuck them. They can go to hell. But like I said, as far as Colin Kaepernick go, we need to support him, have his back. Like I said, a lot of times people get mad at you and insult you, not because they think you're lying, it's because you're telling the truth. And the truth hurts. That man sitting up there, it's he's hurting. Just like it hurt me. You don't think I'll be bothered by hearing incident after incident about black men killing each other, or black men being harmed by the police, or black men just can't seem to catch a break as far as trying to fit into society? I'm not supposed to be bothered by that shit. And then you get these clowns coming on here talking that, oh, you're being emotional. Y'all motherfuckers can eat a dick. If being emotional over what's going on with my race and my people, if that's being emotional, then so be it. Then I guess I'm emotional. Forgive me for caring. Cause I'd rather be a motherfucker that care than a motherfucker that don't care. And that sit up there selling a soul and buck dancing and cooning, man, just to impress a bunch of lousy motherfuckers that don't give a fuck about me anyway. The only time most of these motherfuckers give a fuck about you is when they can make money off of you or when they can use you. Yeah, and then when they done with you, like I say, they act like they don't even know you. So like I said, I told you, man, I'm not bothered by that reverse psychology shit. That shit don't never work on me and it never will work on me. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm too strong for that bullshit. But brother, and I will say brother Cap, shout out to him, man. We got, like I said, man, we got to roll with this dude, man. We got to support him, man. You know what I'm saying? We got to make our voice bigger than the coons and then and the white people that's going to come out criticizing this dude. You know what I'm saying? Unlike some of these other people, at least Colin Kaepernick didn't accept the fact that he's a black man. Where you got, and he's running towards it, where you got a lot of these motherfuckers that's running from it. So, once again, man, shout out to Colin Kaepernick. Out.